The most interesting thing developing is the fact that the American League looks like it's going to be wide open. And why do I say that? Because each of the teams that looks like it will be in the playoffs is flawed. The Orioles, right now, without Felix Bautista, the bullpen's not the same. Their rotation, inexperienced as far as the postseason goes. The Rays, my goodness, they've got one injury after another going on right now. Brandon Lau is out. Rosarena, Yandy Diaz, they've got issues. Robert Stevenson's got a neck problem on top of all of their other injuries. They're not at full strength. The Blue Jays, I sort of like the Blue Jays right now. They're playing better, finally. They're still 15th in the majors in runs per game, an average offense. Now, maybe that's changing. Vlad seems to be getting hot, Springer too, but we'll see. The Twins, a dark horse team, in my opinion, but they've got to get Correa and Royce Lewis healthy. And then the Astros, beyond Verlander and Framber Valdez, do you like their rotation? No, you don't. So you look at all this, and finally I'll conclude with the Texas Rangers. Yes, their offense is fully intact again. Outstanding. They're scoring, they're hitting home runs, doing what they've done really all season when healthy. But their bullpen, we've seen it, it's not great. So I can see the American League being a complete free for all. And it's going to be really interesting to see, yes, without the Yankees, yes, without the Red Sox, and maybe without the Astros, at least going deep, who emerges from this incredible scrum. The National League, we've thought for a long time, would come down to the Braves and maybe the Dodgers, maybe the Phillies too. And the Braves certainly look like an invulnerable team. Suddenly, though, they're vulnerable. And they're vulnerable because of their starting pitching. Max Fried, back on the injured list. Charlie Morton, on the injured list, will miss the division series. Now, Fried is likely to come back, but he's going to come back on 15, 16 days rest. He hasn't pitched all that much in the last month, really. He had the one start after the delay because of his blister, came back through 6 innings, then went down again. We don't know exactly what Max Fried is going to be. Maybe he'll be great. Maybe that recurring blister will be a problem. Spencer Strider, his second half has not been as good as his first. Less consistent. Bryce Elder, since the start before the All-Star break, remember, he was named an All-Star. Starting with that start, right after he was named to the team, 5.40 ERA in 13 starts. So their rotation right now suddenly is not the force that we thought it would be, or at least it could be. It could end up that way if Morton comes back healthy for the NLCS, presuming the Braves survive the first round, and if Fried, of course, returns to form. The Braves' offense is what it is. It's great. But you can see a scenario now where the NL is much more competitive than it otherwise might have been if the Braves' rotation had been healthy.